I saw it in one of those cookware stores, a significant knife, German steel, used so clean that you could see the reflection on it. Being a chef, getting the job was quite recently. In fact, I had some equipment of my own, would be just fine and dandy. I also had a second job as a butcher, so I figured it should be useful then, too. I took the price, and it was outrageous price, $550. I had been able to find the knife at a better price. I looked on Craigslist after a week ago, and I got a nice German steel knife, just like one of those I found at the store, for only 20 bucks too. I gladly accepted it, and when I came home later from work, I brought some leftover beef sirloin from work, wrapped it in a knife, and took a hold of it. With the knife in hand, it felt really good. Really good to be exact. I cut through that sirloin without any effort, resistance whatsoever. Amazing, I proclaimed. I continued cutting into the meat into thin slices and cooked them. I made a beautiful salad without having the slide of the knife. Once it was done, I ate, and it tasted more magnificent than any other thing I had ever tasted. I wonder how strong this knife was. Once I finished doing the dishes, I proceeded to wash the knife. Once the knife had touched the water, it was spotless. I smelled it, out of natural curiosity, and there was this clean scent of lemons. "Smells so fresh," I commented. I proceeded to test the knife's strength and sharpness. I took an old, unused tin can, and I placed it on the knife's blade gently to the side of the can, and started to sawing. To my amazement, only 2 slides and it was cut cleanly in half. I took one half and took the sharp edge of the can, torn the pieces of the silicone from the cupcake mold previously thrown out, and slid it right through. Incredible. A few days later, I decided to go hunting. I grabbed my rifle and went to the back of my truck. I had managed to get a fairly good-sized deer. I had brought my knife with me just in case. I went over to the buck and dragged it to the vehicle. I thought it was since I bought the knife. Mine might as well, so I dressed the deer right on the spot, out of there in the middle of the forest. Its blood was warm on my hands, and it was certainly almost dead, but still clinging to life as I gutted such. When I returned home, I roasted the deer, a meal even better than the last. I was pleased with my work, soon all kinds of food, but I had to be at the cut with the knife. As I came closer with it, taking it everywhere I went. One day I was out for what I thought was hours. When I returned home, my girlfriend was worried. She said that I had been gone for weeks on end. She knew about my beautiful knife. She told me that it was a problem, and I had a part of it to know with it now. We struggled over the knife, but we eventually reached an agreement. Sort of. When I realized that she'd been telling the truth, I contemplated whether or not I should get rid of the knife, but I decided against it. After all, this knife is mine now, and it is the best thing in the world, is my life. But what is the agreement? Let's just say that human meat doesn't taste really good.